Jerry?
Yeah, what can I do for you?
Show me the money.
Kevin Durant is on the verge of surpassing Grant Hill and becoming the 10th richest NBA player in the world. According to CelebrityNetWorth.com, Durant's net worth is estimated at around $170 million, only $10 million shy of a Hall of Fame forward. In terms of active NBA players, Durant is the third highest paid player in the association. Only LeBron James and Stephen Curry are set to make more after the season wraps up. According to Forbes, Durant's total earnings for the 1920 NBA season are approximately $73.2 million, including salary and endorsements. He's got the second biggest annual shoe deal after James at an estimated $26 million this season. KD is also the 7th highest paid NBA player in terms of salary with $37,199,000 per season as part of his 4-year contract with the Brooklyn Nets. It's only a matter of time before Durant joins the elite group of NBA's wealthiest. Being 31, he still has a lot of basketball left to play, and it's safe to say his contract with the Nets won't be his last in the league. Plus, when you account for how involved KD is becoming with his off-court investments, it doesn't take a genius to guess that his worth is only going north from here. That being said, let's take a deeper dive into how Durant got in such a position in the first place. Coming out of the University of Texas, the 6'10", 220-pound forward was a phenom. Seeing someone his size playing perimeter-oriented basketball, it's easy to tell why NBA scouts went crazy for the guy. There wasn't a single NBA persona who didn't see the out-of-this-world potential the kid from Washington had. Everyone was willing to bet on him, with the Seattle Supersonics pulling the trigger, taking the skinny prospect second overall. Durant only played one season in Seattle, earning $4,170,000 from his 4-year rookie contract. We've only seen him play 80 games for the franchise that drafted him, but it was enough for Durant to announce himself as the next big thing in the league. He won Rookie of the Year and gave Seattle Fiends a sneak peek of what'll be happening in the years to come. The following year, the franchise relocated to Oklahoma and became the Oklahoma City Thunder. Durant played out his rookie deal with OKC, earning $19.5 million over 4 years. After his rookie scale extension had kicked in, KD had already joined the NBA superstardom. He was already a scoring champ and had an All-NBA first team selection to his name. It left the Thunder no choice but to reward him generously. And they did, as they agreed to a 5-year, $89 million maximum rookie scale extension in the summer of 2010. KD went on to win 3 more scoring titles, 4 All-NBA first team selections, 1 All-NBA second team selection, and regular season MVP. He also led the Thunder to franchise's first NBA Finals, but Miami's Big Three came out on top against OKC young trio of Durant, Westbrook, and Harden. The Thunder never again reached a cross-conference matchup, despite having some deep postseason runs. Last such run happened in 2016 when the Thunder blew a 3-1 lead in the Western Conference Finals against the Warriors. Afterwards, Durant felt he had peaked with the Thunder and it was time for a change of scenery. It led to one of the most controversial decisions the NBA had ever witnessed, as Durantula decided to join the Golden State Warriors. The same Warriors that had just pulled off a historic comeback against Durant and were coming off a historic 73-win regular season. Like they needed any more help. Nevertheless, Durant took his talents to the Bay Area. He signed a 2-year deal worth $54.3 million, with the second year being non-guaranteed. After winning a championship in 2017, becoming NBA Finals MVP, KD declined the option, only to sign another 2-year contract at approximately $53 million. Durant once again kept the ball in his corner as he negotiated another 1+1 deal. It's worth noting that KD took a significant pay cut when re-signing with the Dubs. He took a discount of roughly $10 million, allowing the team to make their roster even deeper than it already was. It paid dividends as Golden State won their second straight championship in 2018. Guess what happened next? KD once again opted out of his contract. However, his time on the market was brief. Durant once again reconstructed a new deal with the Dubs, earning him around $30 million for the 2018-2019 season. The ball was once again in his corner, as the deal had a player option in year 2. After KD went down with the Achilles injury and the Warriors lost to the Raptors in the 2019 NBA Finals, Durant again opted out. Only this time, he didn't resign. Instead, he switched coasts and joined the Brooklyn Nets. forming the NBA's next dynamic duo alongside Kyrie Irving. KD is yet to play a single minute for the Nets. He's still recovering from his Achilles injury and is set to return at the start of the 2021 NBA season. And although Durant's play has been put on hold, his bank account hasn't. As I said, he's the 7th highest paid NBA player. When his deal with Brooklyn is up, Durant will make around $164 million. That's if he exercises his player option. Judging by the way his career has gone so far though, I wouldn't bet on it. Looking at the following table, we can summarize KD's total on-court earnings. Playing for the Seattle Supersonics earned him $4.1 million. Playing for the Oklahoma City Thunder earned KD an additional $101.4 million. Playing for the Golden State Warriors earned KD $81.5 million. And playing for the Brooklyn Nets earned KD an additional $38.1 million. So his approximated total career on-court earnings so far sum up to $224,382,303. Up until he joined the Warriors, Durant had tunnel vision on the game of basketball. He showed no interest in anything but dominating NBA arenas. But while playing for the Dubs, KD has started to look at the bigger picture as he started taking advantage of his proximity to Silicon Valley. Along with his partner Rich Kleiman, Durant began building his business empire. The two have co-founded 35 Ventures, a venture capital firm investing in early stage and startup companies. Durant is the company's president, but the brain behind their investment decisions is and always has been Rich Kleiman. The company incorporates the duo's existing business entities, including Durant's personal brand and marketing portfolio, on-court contracts, their diverse investment portfolio, the Kevin Durant Charity Foundation, and the multi-channel sports business network, The Boardroom, distributed in partnership with ESPN. To this date, Durant and Kleiman have made over 30 investments through 35 Ventures, including an on-demand car care startup called Yoshi, an autonomous drone startup called Skydio, the technology venture capital firm Caracap Ventures, a cloud data management startup called Rubrik, a mobile marketplace for private charter flights called JetSmarter, food delivery service Postmates, the microlender Acorns, chat upstart about Hugging Face, a wearable fitness tracker Whoop, and a stock trading platform Robinhood. The latter has been named as the CNBC's 20 Disruptors list as one of the private companies whose breakthroughs are influencing business and market competition at an accelerated pace. In addition to that, High School Highlights app Overtime is another of KD's investments. He's using it to highlight young up-and-coming basketball players via his YouTube channel. We've seen Durant analyzing guys like Zion Williamson and LaMelo Ball as his platform continues to be the go-to place for checking out young basketball phenoms in the US of A. 35 Ventures is also getting involved with the food industry. Back in 2017, Durant became a part owner of The Grill, the major food group restart of the Four Seasons Grill Room. Durant and his business partner Rich Kleiman have a piece of the pie, which cost a grand total of $30 million to renovate along with sister restaurant The Pool. Thus, Durant joined other celebrities who've invested in New York City restaurants such as Nas, Jay-Z, Robert De Niro, and Hugh Jackman. The duo of Durant and Kleiman has also invested in pizza company Pieology, owning both a stake in the assembly line style pizza brand as well as some of its franchises. In 2019, the company became an equity partner in New York City-based premium audio brand Master & Dynamic. In addition to having part ownership in Master & Dynamic, the full partnership includes Durant and 35 Ventures working with the company on creative, design, and building out of the intersection of sports and music. They've introduced the first special edition Studio 35 for Master & Dynamic and Kevin Durant, active noise-canceling wireless over-the-ear headphones with positive reviews. Durant and Kleiman have also embarked on the route of getting involved with cannabis-related ventures. They first backed up Dutchie as a part of a $15 million round-along with the likes of Snoop Dogg and several other investors. Months later, the two joined Canopy River's Strategic Advisory Board, collaborating with the investment company affiliated to Canopy Growth as a continuation of its global expansion and further development of its portfolio. It's a market many NBA athletes are joining, with Durant being no exception. Durant's latest investment was him joining the Philadelphia Union's ownership group as an investor and community partner. Durant has purchased a 5% ownership stake in the club with the option to purchase an additional 5% in the near future. The deal also features a unique and expanded partnership with 35 Ventures that will focus on growing the Union footprint in the sports world, working closely with the Union on marketing opportunities and expanding the Union's community outreach in conjunction with the Kevin Durant Charity Foundation. Both Durant and Kleiman are far from done. There's more to come from this dynamic duo, and we're excited to see what. Last but not least, Durant's endorsement deals. KD signed his first endorsement with Nike in his rookie season. The shoe deal was estimated at $60 million over 7 years, and that's without the bonuses he's received for winning MVP and 4 scoring titles. Durant signed a 10-year extension with Nike in 2014 at roughly $300 million, including royalties. Although the sales of KD's signature shoes are off the last few seasons, Durant remains the second highest paid NBA athlete in terms of shoe deals. Durant's other endorsements include him featuring in Google Assistant's commercial, teaming up with Alaska Air Group, being a brand ambassador for America Family Insurance, joining hands with multinational Spanish banking group BBVA, his association with Sparkling Ice, being on the cover of NBA 2K, featuring on Gatorade's, Foot Locker's, Skull Candy, Sprints commercials, and so much more. In 2019 alone, Durant has earned $35 million solely from his endorsement deals, owning one of the most wide-range investment portfolios in the NBA. It's only a matter of time before KD cashes out on those as well. He could score $15 million on his Postmate investments alone if Uber Technologies decides to buy a food delivery business, as the talks for the deal are still ongoing. If such trajectory continues, the sky's the limit for KD the businessman, just as is for KD the basketball phenom. More than 30 investments through 35 Ventures, media-related projects through 35 Ventures, shoe deals with Nike estimated over $300 million, endorsement deals with the likes of Google, Alaska Air Group, American Family Insurance, BBVA, etc. It is easy to see that KD will continue to make money off the court as well. Kevin Durant is widely known as a car enthusiast. He's been seen driving a $200,000 Ferrari California. His Chevrolet Camaro SS may be one of the most personalized cars KD owns, wrapped in a red matte color with pinstripes on the hood, similar to his line of sneakers. Oh, and huge red wheels to round it up. If you see such a Camaro, be sure that KD is the one driving it. You also might see him in a $200,000 Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG, or a $32,000 GMC van, or a $100,000 Cadillac Escalade, or a $117,000 Range Rover, or a $65,000 customized Jeep Wrangler, or maybe even his $46,000 Lincoln Continental. He's got quite the collection in his garage, with more to come, that's for sure. Other than owning quite a few luxurious vehicles, Durant also likes to invest his money in properties. He has reportedly spent around $30 million on houses in different parts of the US. As it turns out, he also likes selling his houses. Thus, he has sold his twin townhouse-style lodgings in Oklahoma City for $1.1 million, far less than the $1.7 million he paid for in 2013 before combining them into a single home. Durant also sold an oceanfront home on Broad Beach for $12.15 million after buying it for $12.05 million the year before. His former Oakland Hills rental is on the market for $6 million, but is yet to be sold. Durant's also cashed out on his downtown Miami penthouse, as the property is now on the market for $3.6 million. Where he's currently living is unknown, but rest assured it's up to standard with his former residence. When he isn't spending his money on himself, Durant makes sure to give back to his community. Thus, KD formed the Kevin Durant Charity Foundation with the vision of helping those in need. The foundation includes projects such as basketball court renovations called Build It and They Will Ball, and its mission is to increase the number of high-quality basketball courts accessible to underprivileged youth across the United States and internationally. In January 2019, KD celebrated the launch of College Track at the Durant Center. It's a 10-year, $10 million program helping low-income and underserved students enroll and graduate from college. The program is currently serving 120 students, with the Durant Center serving as the main community hub for Prince George's County. The end goal is to turn the Durant Center into a thriving ecosystem of community-centric public services, such as hosting entrepreneurial leadership programs, STEM programs, and digital skills training, as well as career readiness, workforce development, and financial literacy program for young adults. The foundation also offers a youth basketball program called Team Durant. It provides coaching, mentorship, and character development for 15 boys and girls teams aged from 8 to 17. In 2018-2019, Team Durant athletes received over $16.9 million in athletic scholarship offers, completed 4 community service projects, won 22 tournaments, and had 36 top 5 finishes. Durant is also doing his best to fight youth homelessness. Thus, the foundation offers a holiday program helping the ones who need it the most. Since 2015, KDCF has distributed over $450,000 in grants to organizations addressing youth homelessness. These are all things KD is doing on a consistent basis. There are countless individual cases where Durant showed his philanthropic side and helped the ones in need, like when he reportedly donated $1 million to Red Cross for tornado relief in Oklahoma, or when he gave $3 million to the University of Texas to help their basketball program. It's hard to predict where will Durant end up in terms of his net worth. His salaries alone will skyrocket him to the sphere of NBA's most paid players ever. If he continues to be as involved with his off-court ventures, he may become one of the wealthiest NBA players overall. KD has shown he's got the mindset to do it, as he's one of the most aggressive investors in the NBA. Do you think KD might end up with her net worth greater than the likes of LeBron or Steph Curry? Let us know in the comments, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like and consider subscribing to our YouTube channel for more great basketball content. Thank you for watching.